Hello everyone. So today we're going to discuss about accountancy. So this is the part 1 of the online lecture series, okay, an introductory lecture series on accountancy which is focused for undergraduate students, UPSC accountancy, okay, or commerce students, and NET, and refresher video for NET candidates as well, okay. So my name is Prasenjit Roy. I have qualified PhD NET JRF and MCOM in accountancy and finance. Okay, so let's begin. So what is accountancy? So basically, when you talk about accountancy, okay, we should consider the fact that today's business is full of transactions. Okay, today's modern business, due to expansion, and globalization, modern business has numerous transactions. So these transactions needs to be recorded for the purpose of taking business decisions, so that the company don't incur losses in the future, okay, or can expand more. Okay, so from a small shop near your locality, okay, from a small shop to a large enterprise, the volume of transaction is quite large. So these needs to be recorded in some form or the other. Okay, this needs to be recorded in some form or the other, so that it is used for review purpose. Okay, by the owners, review purpose. Okay, this is where accountancy comes as a handy subject, okay, or you can say process, okay, which helps us to review all our business activity. Okay, so by business it may seem like there are so many businesses, right? From large businesses like, say, suppose Mahindra, okay, or say suppose Tata, okay, or small businesses, say suppose any tea stall, okay, or you can take in that regard any small business. So all these businesses have so many transactions every day. Okay, so these transactions without proper record cannot be helpful for the business, okay, in its operation. It will create difficulty if it is not recorded properly, okay, in its books of accounts. Otherwise, it will be inefficient for the company to maintain their business. The same is with a small shop, okay. It needs to maintain its daily accounts, okay, okay, how much it has purchased, okay, how much it has sold, how much items it has sold, how much it has purchased, okay, how many customers came today, etc. So all these things are done through accounting. Okay, so accounting is basically a process, okay, or a technique which helps to record, classify, summarize, okay, economic events, okay, which are measurable in terms of money. Okay, so as we have discussed, business entities and other organizations carry on activities which involve, okay, exchange of money or money's worth or economic resources. Okay, so if you imagine A Limited, okay, is a company, then we have B Limited, then here's C Limited. Okay, suppose A Limited is a rubber company, okay, B Limited is a shoe company, and C Limited is a sports company. Okay, sports equipments. Okay, basically sports equipments, say suppose. Okay, so here A Limited gives raw material to B Limited, as well as it also supplies to C Limited. Okay, B Limited supplies shoes to C Limited. So without proper record of these transactions, okay, it will be difficult for A Limited to keep track of its business operations. Okay, of its business operations. And why he needs to keep track? Okay, he needs to keep track in order to identify his profit or loss position. Okay, what are the various items of expenses? Okay, what are the various items of income? Is there any scope of future growth? Okay, so all these things are considered for decision making. Okay, for decision making. Okay, so when we say money or money's worth, all these things are based on money or money's worth, right? If they are selling it in cash, it will be cash. If it is in credit, it will be in credit. Okay, but record needs to be made or maintained by the companies in order to keep track of their business operations. Okay, so the activities are quite large in number. In real life, there is not only 3 companies, A, B and C Limited. It has so many companies. There are so many companies, right? So all these companies are intertwined in one system where they continuously go through process of purchase and process of sales, and this needs to be recorded. Okay, and this needs to be recorded why? For the purpose of taking important decisions as to whether the activities are viable, gainful, okay, or whether they should continue with this business or they should make change. Okay, this is scope of future growth. Well, how to make the change? By maybe not selling to this company or by introducing some other items. Okay, some other items which might be more profitable for the companies or the business. So what do you understand? We understand that when all this information, okay, all this information of monetary transactions is recorded, okay, it's interpreted to the owners of the business or the users of this information. Okay, users of this information. So who are these users? We'll discuss later on, but first here we will look into that this information is recorded and it's interpreted, okay, and it's communicated to the owners, okay, owners of the business. It's communicated to the owners of the business. So what does it mean? It means that accounting is a language of business. Okay, business has all the things in quantitative, okay, in quantitative form. Okay, all the information is in quantitative form, but it is communicated in qualitative form, okay, in qualitative form to the users of the, okay, users of the information. How? By accounting. Okay, that's why we can regard accounting as the language of business. Okay, so accounting is an art. Okay, so accounting is an art. Okay, it requires expertise. Okay, it requires expertise and skill. Okay, it requires expertise and skill of the accountants to design an accounting system. Okay, without a proper accounting system, the information cannot be recorded, okay, in a proper form. Okay, in a proper form, for which, okay, later on the company will be in a position of not using the information in order to suit its requirement. Okay, there will be no output of that information. So for having proper output through accounting information, okay, accountants are supposed to have proper expertise and skills. Okay, that's why we have, okay, professional degrees such as CS, okay, CA, okay, then we have cost and management accountants, okay, then we have BCom, okay, accountancy. Okay, so why they require this expertise and skill? Because they need to communicate this information to the users of this information, such as the owners, the management. So it requires these skills, and these skills are only possible if one goes through these areas, okay, or you can say these courses, which trains the candidate to, okay, to become a proper accountant, or at least to have those kind of expertise and skill in order to prepare accounting system and policies. Okay, another important thing is transactions or events should be recorded in terms of money. Okay, it should be recorded in terms of money, no other terms. Okay, no, we cannot directly record in kilograms, okay, or in meters or in kilometers. Okay, it has to be converted in terms of money. Okay, what's the cost? Okay, cost of this particular product, or what's the cost? Okay, at what price we have sold the product? Okay, we have sold the product at what price? So all these things needs to be recorded in terms of money. Okay, no other unit is considered while recording the information in accountancy. Okay, hence we have already discussed accounting is the process of recording, classifying and summarizing of transactions, along with analysis and interpretation of the results which we communicate to the users. Okay, which we communicate to the users. Okay, suppose we got this information: A Limited purchased a machinery, okay, at rupees 10 lakhs from X Enterprise. Okay, X Enterprise. So this entire activity is an economic activity, and it is considered, or we can consider it as expressed in terms of monetary, okay, in terms of monetary figure. How? Because here 10 lakhs, okay, rupees 10 lakhs is spent by A Limited in order to purchase machinery from whom? From X Enterprise. So all these results or all these things are recorded in the through transactions, okay, through summarizing it in the form of journals, in the form of ledger, okay, then reporting it in profit and loss account, and later on in the balance sheet. Okay, so we'll discuss that later on. Just for the introductory purpose, I'm mentioning it to you. So now, when I see accounting as an information system, we'll observe that, okay, see, the first step begins with business activities and transactions, right? So if you consider the same example, okay, suppose A Limited, okay, purchased a machinery at rupees 10 lakhs from X enterprise. Okay, from X enterprise. Okay, so here when we observe, this is a business transaction. Okay, this is accounting we are maintaining from for A Limited. Okay, we are maintaining accounting. Okay, accounting entries, or you can say accounts for A Limited. Okay, so here business activities and transaction. Okay, so what is that we get from this transaction? We identify that this is a business activity where, okay, A Limited purchased a machinery of 10 lakhs from X enterprise. Okay, so here important information is that machinery is purchased. Okay, we'll just regard machinery as machinery is purchased for how much? For 10 lakhs. Okay, from whom? From X enterprise. Okay, now whether this purchase is in cash or credit, that is to be confirmed. Okay, so here we'll record the transaction. Okay, then once the recording is done, we'll transfer these transactions to its individual account. Okay, if it is cash, we'll transfer this to cash, okay, book. If it is in credit, okay, we'll transfer it in the books of, okay, in the ledger books of X enterprise. Okay, that we are supposed to pay later on. Okay, so this is where processing of data is done. Then later on, this entire thing, okay, purchasing of machinery is transferred to the financial statements, which is communicated to the decision makers. Okay, who are the decision makers? The upper level management. Okay, upper level management. Okay, so they take the decision on the purchase and the sales, okay, or the major decisions in operation or administration of a business. Okay, so all these three processes are based in accounting. Okay, based directly in accounting. Okay, so one has to understand that accounting is an information system. Okay, alongside a mechanism by which we can maintain records, it is also an information system for the management. Okay, for the management of a company. Okay, through which it can apply financial management. Okay, in order to control the cost. Okay, control the cost and generate profit. Okay, so one has to understand that accounting is also an information system where it begins with our business activities or transactions, from where we record this information. Okay, then we process this information, okay, in a structured and standardized way so that it is easily understood by everyone, and then it is communicated to the decision makers, who are usually the upper level management. So moving on, now we have to identify accounting cycle. Okay, what is accounting cycle? So basically here accounting cycle and accounting as an information system is almost the same, but here the technicality of accounting cycle is explained in a more detailed way. Okay, so the accounting cycle first begins with identifying the transactions for journalizing. Okay, so how would identify? We'll only consider monetary transactions, as we have already discussed there, monetary transactions, and no other transactions will be regarded. Okay, monetary transactions. Once we have identified this, we'll post journal entries. Okay, in the journals. Okay, we'll post journal entry in the journal. Okay, so basically journal entry is a statement. Okay, is an accounting, you can say is a books, is maintained as a generalized statement where all the day-to-day activities, okay, of operation or administration or purchase or sales is recorded, okay, in a chronological way. Chronological way means considering the date. Okay, considering the date of each day. Okay, so here it is maintained through double entry system. Okay, which we'll discuss again later on. Double entry, okay, system. So after that it is posted, okay, and balanced in ledgers. So what are these ledgers? Okay, so basically ledgers are those entries which are made in each account after classifying them under common head. Okay, so after classifying them under common head means, suppose here, if you remember, we have taken machine, okay, machine as a separate ledger and X enterprise as a separate ledger. So we have classified machine as a separate head of account. Okay, separate head of account. So where we'll maintain all the purchasing that is done of machines. Suppose we purchase machine this year, again in coming year we'll purchase machine. So whatever information we get or we go through for acquiring machines will be recorded in this ledger. Okay, in this machine account or machine book. Okay, machine ledger, machine account. Okay, similarly whatever purchasing we have done from X enterprise will also be maintained in a separate book, okay, of X enterprise account. Okay, so this is also a ledger. Okay, so this is what is referred to as posting and balancing. Okay, these ledgers are individual books which is maintained for each, okay, each common heads. Okay, each common heads. Then we prepare, okay, we prepare trial balance, which is basically a statement, okay, a statement which is prepared to look into the, okay, into the accuracy of the accounts. Okay, look into the accuracy of the accounts. Okay, it maintains a check on the account. Okay, so whether the financial statements are prepared, properly or not, or whether there is a figure that is omitted, okay, it can be easily identified through trial balance. Okay, on the fourth item in the cycle, we'll see preparation of trading account. Okay, trading account is an account which is prepared by the trading concern. Okay, basically it refers to stock, okay, raw materials. Okay, then comes profit and loss account, which gives you the, okay, position of profit or loss, net profit or net loss of a company or business. And lastly the balance sheet, which gives you an idea of, okay, financial position of the company. Financial position of the company. Okay. So in profit and loss account, all revenue expenditures and revenue income, okay, revenue income and revenue expenditure are recorded. Okay, in balance sheet, all capital income and capital expenditures are recorded. Okay, so basically this is, in a nutshell, is the accounting cycle. Okay, it's the accounting cycle. Okay, we begin from here. Okay, then journalizing, then posting, trial balance, okay, preparing trading account, preparing profit and loss account, and lastly preparing balance sheet. Okay, so these are the transactions, business transactions that happen in the business. Okay, so this is more or so the gist of accounting cycle. Okay, so here I would end the first segment in this part 1 video. Okay, and in the next segment we'll continue from the introductory second segment. Okay, introductory part in accountancy, second segment. So I would thank you for watching this video. Please like, share and subscribe, and also press the notification bell for more updates. Stay tuned for the next video. Thank you.